Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX setups for today. So pretty much range structure yesterday, or should I say range bar for most of the day. There's the range bar there. The bottom's not exact. There's the bottom exact on that range bar, and then another range bar, and then this morning we've got a bit of a red bar forming. So when you look at this from a distance, this does look like some sort of consolidation flag, and I mean, I've spoken about it last week, but for me, we're just going nowhere. So that was the bottom of the flag, and you can see from the latter half of last week, we just kept bumping our heads on there, got it back above it, and then got back down. So this is, just get it exact. Oh, come on. Give me one sec. Obviously too early in the morning for my tools. So there's the bottom of that flag, and you can see how we broke about below it in the beginning of last week and the middle of last week, and then just mucked around in amongst the moving averages here. Nothing really to write home about, to be quite honest, and that's why I just sat back yesterday. And you can see yesterday got off to a flying start, but then got pulled back very quickly. We are above the moving averages, so it does look like we have potential for a long, but I don't believe it, to be honest. I think this trend line is still very much in play. So either it needs to be defended, and there was an attempt yesterday to defend this area, and we'll get to that on the lower time frames, or we need to drop below 18,262, come back, reject that, and then just get on with the move to the downside. So either we need to pull back, regroup, and then get moving again, or just find stability and then get moving to the upside. So this sideways chaos that we find ourselves in is not something which I quite enjoy trading. Now, there is another trend line here which has been tested at the moment. You can see how all of this converges in the same area. So this level is pretty important. That's 18,262. So that's sort of the area we do need to pay attention to. Now just have a look at yesterday's price action. You can see we started the day above this trend line, tried to defend it for a couple of times. I'm just going to delete this one because it's just going to confuse us. But look at these big moves up and down. Big move up, big move down, another big move up, big move down, and then just fizzle out during the US session. So there's nothing really here that indicating trend to the upside or something to the downside. It's kind of just a coin toss every morning. And if we get down to 50 minutes, you'll see what I mean. So we started after hours with this, and then when the markets opened, we dropped straight down to try and close the gap. The gap's still open, and just went sideways. So I'm still sitting on the sides. I'm really no interested in trying to get this going. It's there's too much chaos just below us that could turn into support. You can see all of these fractals, top and bottom, and if you just go further left, you can see every single one of these fractals here, and on the other side, all the ones on this side, are all going to offer opportunities for support. So buyers will see structure there somewhere. And it was a green bar yesterday, but we are below the moving averages. So when you look at this on the daily, it's kind of, this is a shorting area. When you're looking at the daily, there's the trend line. We need to get above that trend line for us to actually start getting any structure going. But if you look left, you see the importance of the level that we are trying to find support on, 18,262. So you can see there it is there, and then just above it is another tiny little level. So if we are going to get going for downside, we need to reject this zone properly. And if you just come down to 15 minutes, you'll see there's the zone. So we really need to be below 18,262, come back and reject anything 18,262 or any one of these tails here for us to even consider getting going to the downside. But then when you look to the left on the lower time frames, you're going to see there's a lot of areas of support that you will have. And sorry, that slip of the finger there. It's just, it's not, it doesn't fill me with much joy, let me just say that. But if this holds like we are now, with the moving averages crossed over like they are on the 15-minute, then granted, just wait for the market open and let's just see if we can get a rejection a little bit higher up in this zone. If we break above this trend line and get back above there, then it's all bets off and I'm not interested in it. But this is going to be pretty much scalps. I mean, it's 28 points, 58 points. It's not really worth anything. One thing to watch is the French polls that are going on at the moment, because it does look like the far right are going to come into power. And if that happens, then I suspect there's going to be a couple other European countries that are going to do the same thing. And that could cause some impact the euro, which in turn would impact the DAX. That's the only thing that I can really think that's going to do anything to us at the moment. We need to wait for economic data. Everybody's waiting for interest rates and what's going to happen. So I'm on the sides, not interested in this. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.